Hey all, it's Lily. So the video that I kind of mentioned in my community tab is not this one. It's taking a little bit longer for various reasons that will make a bit more sense once it comes out. But however, I did want to still get something out this week, and so I thought, what's something that I can do very quickly and just slap together and takes literally no effort at all, and I can just shit out a piece of content. We're doing a tier list. This is something I wanted to do for a while. It's an idea I've had on my mind, just because I've always thought about how the names of bosses in Dark Souls, a lot of them would make really good names for metal bands. I didn't really know like how to present this, or I guess really how to put this, because this isn't really like the type of videos or content that I make. But I thought now's as good a time as any to go ahead and put these thoughts out there. So I'm going to be ranking every Dark Souls 1 boss based off of how good their name would be for the name of a metal band. And I will be ranking them just the standard S through D. I'm not going to name all the tiers some random thing so that it makes absolutely zero fucking sense. And I will be rating them. Basically, the thought process I'm going through is if these were all actual real bands and I were ranking them based off of if I think their name is good or not. Also, in my Scheitberg video, I said this. Now, I do consider myself a bit of a metalhead, but I listen to things like Utsupi and Meshuggah, and so I've not developed the skill to read grindcore logos. So I apologize if I am not exactly the most qualified person on the planet to be doing this. However, I think I'm deep enough into metal to actually put this together. I mean, my number one favorite band of all time, which this is a recent discovery, but I absolutely love them, is Yandere Chainsaw Regurgitation Factory. So the first one here, we're actually starting off with a pretty good one. Asylum Demon. I think Asylum Demon would make a pretty good black metal band name. Spoiler alert, all of the ones that say demon or dragon in their name already, I pretty much am probably going to think they're pretty good. But Asylum Demon, I think, would get a solid A if I'm going to a black metal show and I see that Asylum Demon is opening up. I'm going to be pretty excited about it. Bell Gargoyle is another one that I think would be really, really cool for maybe a thrash metal or even like a death metal band. I think Bell Gargoyle would be a pretty solid name. So I'm going to put him right next to Asylum Demon. The Bed of Chaos is the worst boss in the entire game, but it's one of the best names on this list for a metal band. If you show up to a show and the band rolls out named Bed of Chaos and their lead singer looks like this, you know you're fucking dying in that pit. Bed of Chaos is claiming our first S. Capra Demon, I think I mean, it'd be okay. Honestly, I think there's more interesting stuff you could call your band, especially with the name Demon in it. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of Capra Demon as a band name. Capra Demon, you're getting a C. Ceaseless Discharge. Holy shit, okay. I'm just gonna spoil it now. This, I think, is the best one out of all of them. This would be such a good name for a slam metal band. If I ever start a one-person slam project, it's gonna be called Ceaseless Discharge. You know, on a poster for a show, this name would fit perfectly next to Peeling Flesh, Visceral Disgorge, and Signs of the Swarm. So Ceaseless Discharge is going at the top of S. Centipede Demon is a lot like Asylum Demon. I think this would make a good black metal band name. I imagine Centipede Demon for some reason sounding something like Mayhem. Black metal, but maybe a little bit more, I don't know if mainstream is the correct word, but Centipede Demon is going right up in A. Crossbreed Priscilla, I feel like is a good band name, but for me, for some reason, it sounds like they would be a much more melodic and probably a more popular band in the mainstream. Like, I feel like you could get Crossbreed Priscilla merch at Hot Topic. Like, it'd be up there right next to Ghost, and like they'd be kind of teetering between being like kind of hard, heavy, like pop punk type stuff, teetering into the little bit of sometimes metal-y ish riffs. Crossbreed Priscilla, I think, is a good band name, just not, I don't think it works amazingly for like a super heavy death metal or black metal or like a grindcore band. So she'll go in B. Chaos Witch Quelaag, I think, would be a great power metal band name. I think Chaos Witch Quelaag could come out and they could open for Dragon Force. They're going up in A. Demon Fire Sage, again, power metal, fantasy theme. Going with Quelaag. Black Dragon Calamy, I think, again, a lot of the dragon ones I think would make good power metal bands. Black Dragon Calamy, I feel like, again, I think there are better dragon names you could pick for your band, and so he's gonna go down in C. Dark Sun Gwendolyn, I'm torn on being either really good or really shit. I can't really decide when I think in my head of like a band playing a show and seeing Dark Sun Gwendolyn on a banner behind them, whether or not that would make sense to me or not. And so I am putting Gwendolyn, I'm putting the femboy in C. Four Kings, to me, sounds like another pop punk band. It doesn't really sound like a metal band. I think it would make sense for a band name, but again, just not really a metal band name. I'm putting them in D. Fuck. I'm still torn about Priscilla. I don't know. Maybe it is a good name. Who knows? What the fuck do I know? Who am I? I'm doing this on a whim. Maybe I should have wrote a script for this. Maybe I should have actually thought this out. Gaping Dragon, baller name. It's going up to S. Great. Almost said great-great-grandpa. Great Grey Wolf Sif. I'm sorry, buddy. I just, no, I don't think it works as a band name. I'm sorry. You're going in D. Gwen, Lord of Cinder, same thing. I think Lords of Cinder would make a good band name, but if I'm scrolling on Band Nicks and I see your band is called Gwen, Lord of Cinder, immediately I'm like, how did you come up with half of a like decent name and then glued something else onto it? He's going in D. Nito, aka the boss that looks like all of those hardcore skeleton poster things, has a name that really feels like I could see a band being called Nito, but it's kind of like it's kind of like Nile. Like, it really feels like they were just like, okay, we just need a fucking name, just put anything down. Nito, even though I can see it, Nito, I think I'm putting you top of C. Iron Golem. You know for a fact I'm getting fucking zooted and heading out to go watch an Iron Golem show. It's going. See, I really like Iron Golem. And I keep bitching about Priscilla, but I'm putting them. I'm sorry, Priscilla, you're getting kicked down. Artorias the Abyss Walker. That's a fucking name. That is a good black metal name. Going up in S. Moonlight Butterfly, I could see as a band name. I don't really know about a metal band name. I don't know. I feel like maybe Moonlight Butterfly feels almost like a sleeper name to me. Like kind of like Party Cannon. You know, like you see a poster and then you see Moonlight Butterfly on there and you're like, what the fuck is this? And then you go out and they're actually pretty hard. But Moonlight Butterfly, I think you're better than Nito. You're going right there. Manus, Father of the Abyss. This is the same problem I have with Gwen. I think Father of the Abyss would make a great name. I think Manus, Father of the Abyss, you've tried a little too hard. Just dial it back. Come on, Manus, get your shit together. Get the bottom of C because I think Father of the Abyss is a hard ass name, but come on, you ruined it, guy. Orenstein and Smo sounds like a boomer acoustic rock duo that's playing at the casino. I feel like Ornstein and Smo would open for the action figures. Pinwheel, I mean, honestly, I fucking forgot Pinwheel existed. This is on, if you can't tell from like this gear thing over here and this saver download thing down here. This is from that tier list website, and so this is just a Dark Souls 1 boss tier list that someone made that I'm using. I completely forgot Pinwheel was real. Pinwheel, I feel like Pinwheel would be like the most insane show you've ever gone to. I feel like you'd go and you'd come home and you'd be like, yeah, this band came out and like they're called fucking Pinwheel, and like the lead singer was dressed as a clown, and their guitar player like played his guitar like with his dick. Like I feel like Pinwheel would be like the most ridiculous circus act of a metal show, and I would enjoy every fucking minute of it. So Pinwheel's a bad name, but that's the vibe I get for it. So just because of that, he's going bottom of the B tier. He's going next to Iron Golem. Stray Demon, maybe it's just at this point I've seen so many demon names in this list that I'm getting tired of them, but it's the same thing as Nito. I feel like Stray Demon is, it's a good name, but you just kind of whip it out real quick in an afternoon when you and your bros are in your mom's garage and you're like, we just need a fucking name. Just come up with anything, and Stray Demon is what you guys come up with. So he's going right next to Nito. Sanctuary Guardian, I feel like would be a good like thrash name. I don't know why, like thinking about it doesn't really fit next to like Anthrax or Metallica, but Sanctuary Guardian, that's what when I hear Sanctuary Guardian, that's who I feel like is coming out. I feel like it's a lot of solos, a lot of riffs. Sanctuary Guardian, I think he's we're putting him above Pinwheel, absolutely. Seath the Scaleless. That's a good power metal name. That Seath, I think, is going up next to Asylum Demon. I like Seath the Scaleless. And Taurus Demon, again, just the, I don't know. I feel like Asylum Demon is really the best one out of all the demon ones. I said before, all the demon ones are pretty good, but again, Taurus, I feel like Taurus by itself would be a really good name. You know, Taurus, like, because Taurus is a bull. And I guess Taurus Demon makes sense, but I don't know. Taurus Demon, you're going with Manos. Fuck it. You're going right there. Alright, that's it. This was a shit video, and I had nothing to say the entire time. Be sure to dislike the video and comment about how all of my picks are objectively wrong. A real, hopefully, hopefully the next actual video that I'm working on will be ready by next week. Yeah, I'm going to go and have a sit down and really think about what I'm doing with my life.